Imagine waking up one morning feeling a little more tired than usual. Maybe your ankles seem slightly swollen, or you notice your urine looks darker, but you brush it off. I'm just getting older, you tell yourself. But what if that small, easy to ignore change was actually a silent alarm? What if by the time you took it seriously, it was too late? That's exactly what happened to thousands of people who thought they were fine until their doctor said, "Your kidney is shutting down." The truth is, kidney damage rarely screams for attention. It whispers through subtle symptoms that are easy to miss until the damage is permanent. Today's video could save you or someone you love from that devastating moment. We're revealing the tiny signs most people ignore, signs that could cost you a kidney if you don't act early. Don't wait until it's too late. Your body might already be warning you. You just have to know what to look for. Linda was 65 years old, a retired librarian, mother of three, and someone who took pride in living healthy enough. She wasn't a smoker. She kept an eye on her blood pressure. She thought she was doing everything right. But over the course of a few months, little things started happening. She noticed her ankles were swollen some evenings. She felt more tired in the afternoons, blaming it on age. Some mornings, her urine looked a little darker, but she thought, maybe I'm just dehydrated. Nothing seemed urgent. Nothing screamed emergency. Until one afternoon, Linda collapsed while gardening. She was rushed to the ER, and that's when the truth came out. Her kidneys were failing. Her blood tests showed sky-high creatinine levels, and her GFR had dropped below 15. The doctor sat beside her and said words that changed her life. "Your kidney is shutting down. We need to start dialysis immediately." Linda was shocked. How could she go from feeling a little tired to facing lifelong dialysis in just a few months? The painful part? It didn't happen overnight. The signs were there. They were small, quiet, easy to ignore. But if Linda had recognized them earlier, if she had gotten simple lab tests, changed her diet, and eased the burden on her kidneys, she might have avoided losing so much kidney function. Linda's story isn't unique. Thousands of seniors every year lose kidney function simply because they didn't know what to look for. In this video, we'll break down the exact warning signs you must not ignore and how you can protect yourself or a loved one before it's too late. One of the scariest things about kidney disease is how silent it is. Your kidneys are incredibly hard-working organs. Every day, they filter about 50 gallons of blood, remove waste, balance minerals, and regulate blood pressure, all without making a sound. They don't ache. They don't send flashing warning lights until it's almost too late. In fact, according to the CDC, 9 out of 10 people with kidney damage have no idea anything is wrong. That means the vast majority walk around feeling mostly fine, while their kidneys quietly struggle. Why? Because the kidneys are built with a massive reserve capacity. You can lose up to 90% of kidney function before symptoms become severe. Damage builds slowly, over years, through small issues like dehydration, high blood pressure, or toxin buildup. By the time major symptoms appear, like extreme swelling, nausea, or severe fatigue, the kidneys are already in advanced stages of failure. That's why the small signs matter so much. Mild swelling, subtle fatigue, changes in urine color or smell. These aren't minor annoyances. They are your kidneys whispering for help. Catch these whispers early, and you have a real chance to slow down or even reverse the damage. Coming up next, we'll reveal the first critical symptoms you need to watch for before they turn into a life-threatening emergency. Now let's get into the first 3 warning signs that your kidneys might be waving a silent white flag, and you must not ignore them. 1. Unexplained swelling. When your body starts holding on. One of the earliest and most misunderstood signs of kidney trouble is unexplained swelling, especially in the ankles, feet, hands, or face. You might wake up and think, why do my socks leave deep marks on my ankles? Or, why are my rings tighter than usual? This isn't just aging. It's your body holding on to fluid that the kidneys can't process properly. Why it happens? Healthy kidneys filter out excess salt and water, But when they start failing, that fluid gets trapped in your tissues, leading to puffiness, tightness, and swelling. Visual tip: think of your kidneys like a clogged sink. Instead of draining wastewater smoothly, it starts backing up into the system, and swelling is your body's overflow warning. Real example: Richard, 71, noticed his shoes felt tight by lunchtime every day. His doctor initially blamed it on poor circulation. Months later, he was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney disease. Early action could have spared much of that damage. Important: if you notice swelling that doesn't go away with rest or elevation, get your kidneys tested immediately. 2. Persistent fatigue, the hidden toxin load. Everyone feels tired once in a while, but persistent crushing fatigue, the kind that sleep doesn't fix, could be a warning from your kidneys. Why it happens: when kidneys slow down, they don't clear waste products like urea and creatinine effectively. These toxins build up in your blood, acting like poison circulating throughout your body. Your cells become sluggish, your muscles ache, even your brain feels foggy. Visual tip: imagine your bloodstream as a river. When the kidneys are healthy, the water flows clean and clear. But when kidneys falter, that river gets murky and toxic, slowing everything down. Real example: Linda, from earlier, thought her exhaustion was just part of getting older. She'd nap during the day, skip evening walks, and still wake up tired. She never realized her kidneys were silently drowning in waste until it was almost too late. Important: if you feel drained all the time, especially if it's paired with swelling or changes in urine, don't chalk it up to age. Investigate. 3. Changes in urine, your body's early alarm system. Kidneys and urine are deeply connected, so it makes sense that changes in your urine could be your body's first silent alarm. Here's what to watch for: foamy urine, excess protein leaking into the urine, early kidney dysfunction, dark-colored urine, concentrated toxins, dehydration, or blood presence, frequent nighttime urination, kidneys struggling to concentrate waste properly, sudden drop in urine output, warning that filtration is severely impaired. Visual tip: think of urine like an internal report card. Changes are not random. They're telling you how hard your kidneys are struggling behind the scenes. Real example: James, 68, noticed he was waking up 3 to 4 times a night just to urinate. He blamed it on aging prostate issues. But after a checkup, doctors found protein and blood in his urine, early signs of kidney damage. Important: if your urine suddenly changes in color, frequency, smell, or appearance, get a urine test and kidney function panel done. Waiting could mean missing your last window to slow down the damage. Quick recap. So far, the first 3 silent warnings you must not ignore are swelling, ankles, feet, hands, face; persistent fatigue, toxins slowing down your system; changes in urine, your body's built-in distress signal. Each one might seem small on its own, but together they tell a serious story. Your kidneys are waving a white flag, pleading for attention before it's too late. Coming up next, we'll break down 2 even more dangerous signs, symptoms that often mean severe kidney stress, and why acting fast could save your kidneys and your future. Before we dive into the next critical warning signs, let's bust a few dangerous myths that could cost you, or someone you love, a kidney. Myth number 1: if I pee normally, my kidneys are fine. Many people think that as long as they're urinating regularly, everything must be working. But the truth is, normal urine output doesn't guarantee healthy kidneys. You can still have major damage inside your kidneys, even while your urine looks fine on the surface. Damage often builds silently for years, affecting filtration quality long before it affects quantity. Myth number 2: no pain means no problem. Kidney disease is called the silent killer for a reason. You won't feel pain until the damage is extreme, if ever. Unlike a broken bone or sore throat, kidneys quietly lose function without sending pain signals. Waiting for pain is like waiting for the fire alarm after your house has already burned down. Myth number 3. Blood tests will always catch it early. Unfortunately, not all standard blood tests check kidney health thoroughly. Basic blood work might miss kidney problems entirely unless your doctor specifically orders a creatinine test, GFR, glomerular filtration rate, check, and urine protein test. By the time standard tests flag it, many people are already in stage 3 or 4. The reality: early testing is your lifeline. If you notice swelling, fatigue, or changes in urine, or if you're at high risk, diabetes, hypertension, age 60 plus, demand full kidney panels, not just basic blood tests. Early detection can slow, stop, or even reverse damage if caught in time. Coming up next, we'll reveal 2 more critical warning signs, symptoms that often show up when kidneys are under serious stress but can still be helped if you act fast. Now let's talk about the last 2 critical warning signs that your kidneys might be crying for help before it's too late. These 2 often appear later, but when they show up, it's your body's way of screaming, "Help me now," or face permanent loss. 4. High blood pressure that won't go down. You probably know high blood pressure is bad for your heart, but what many people don't realize is that your kidneys are in charge of regulating blood pressure. They control fluid balance, release hormones like renin, and maintain vascular tone. When kidneys are damaged, they can't regulate blood pressure properly, causing it to rise and stay high even if you're on medication. Visual tip: think of healthy kidneys like a pressure valve on a water tank. When the valve is working, everything flows smoothly. But when it's broken, pressure builds, and the whole system is at risk of bursting. Real example: Frank, 70, had controlled blood pressure for years. Suddenly, despite taking his medications religiously, his readings crept higher, 140s, then 150s, then 160s. He thought it was just getting older until blood work showed his GFR had dropped to stage 3B. His kidneys were quietly failing, and they were causing the BP spike, not the other way around. Action step: if your blood pressure keeps rising despite meds, lifestyle changes, or salt reduction, demand a kidney panel. Don't settle for adding more pills without checking the root cause. 5. Metallic taste or ammonia breath, toxins leaking out. Have you ever brushed your teeth but still felt a strange metallic taste in your mouth, or noticed bad breath that smelled almost like ammonia or urine, even with good hygiene? That's not normal. It's often a late-stage sign of kidney toxin buildup. When kidneys fail to filter waste properly, toxins like urea start accumulating in the blood. As urea breaks down into ammonia, it leaks through the saliva and breath, giving that distinct metallic or chemical smell. Visual tip: imagine your body as a kitchen. Normally, the trash gets taken out regularly, but if the trash piles up inside, the whole house starts to stink, even if you mop the floor. That's what happens when toxins build up inside your blood. Real example: Martha, 66, started noticing that her morning coffee tasted strange. She also complained of a sour mouth and thought she had a dental issue. But after a dental visit and no cavities found, she got blood work and found out her creatinine was dangerously high. It wasn't her mouth, it was her kidneys screaming for help. Action step: if you experience a persistent metallic taste, ammonia breath, or food tasting off, get a blood panel including creatinine, BUN, blood urea nitrogen, and GFR. Start hydrating properly. Small, steady water intake if allowed by your doctor. Focus on a low-sodium, kidney-friendly diet immediately until you have test results. Quick recap of all 5 warning signs: unexplained swelling, fluid retention; persistent fatigue, toxin overload; changes in urine, color, foam, frequency; high blood pressure that won't budge, kidney control failure, metallic taste or ammonia breath, toxin leak. Each symptom may feel small at first, but together they form a clear, urgent message. Your kidneys are struggling, and the earlier you act, the more kidney function you can protect. What to do if you notice these signs? Get blood and urine tests immediately, not just basic checkups. Ask for creatinine, GFR, urine protein. Cut back on salt and processed foods. Help ease pressure on kidneys. Stay hydrated correctly. Sip small amounts throughout the day unless fluid restricted. Talk to a nephrologist if early damage is found. It's much easier to manage early than late. Some people can afford to ignore small symptoms for a while, but if you fall into any of these categories, you simply can't take that risk. You are at high risk for kidney damage if you are over 60 years old. Aging naturally reduces kidney function. Even if you feel okay, your filtration rate drops slightly every decade, and sometimes much faster if left unchecked. Have diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart disease. These conditions are the leading causes of kidney failure. High blood sugar, high blood pressure, and reduced circulation slowly chip away at delicate kidney tissues over time. Have a family history of kidney disease. If a parent, sibling, or close relative had kidney problems, your risk is significantly higher, even if your lifestyle seems different. Frequently use over-the-counter painkillers. Medications like ibuprofen, naproxen, or aspirin, called NSAIDs, can quietly damage kidney tissues if used often, especially without proper hydration. And here's the most dangerous thing of all. Many people in these groups feel perfectly fine until the damage is severe. That's why routine screening is critical, even if you feel healthy, even if your blood pressure is controlled. Get regular tests for creatinine, GFR, and urine protein. Catching kidney issues early could save you from dialysis, protect your independence, and preserve your quality of life for years to come. Let's take a moment to recap the heart of today's message. Kidney disease isn't a sudden storm. It's a silent, slow leak that most people don't notice until it's too late. Swelling, fatigue, urine changes, stubborn high blood pressure, metallic taste. These are not random annoyances. They are warning signs. Your kidneys waving a white flag, asking for help. Don't wait for pain. Don't wait until you're sitting in a doctor's office hearing the words, "It's too late." Early action can mean the difference between managing a mild issue at home and facing life-changing dialysis or transplant surgery. And here's the good news. You have the power to protect your kidneys starting today. Watch for the small signs. Get tested regularly. Adjust your diet, your hydration, your lifestyle. Tiny changes today can add up to years of better health, energy, and freedom. If Richard, Martha, and Linda had known what you know now, they might have saved their kidneys in time. You have that chance right now. Take it. Now we want to hear from you. Have you experienced any of these warning signs? Swelling, fatigue, changes in urine? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story could help someone else catch a problem early and save their health. And if you know someone, family, friend, neighbor who might be at risk, please share this video with them. You might just save a kidney or even a life. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more life-saving kidney health tips. And don't miss our next video, Top 10 Foods That Heal Your Kidneys Naturally. Learn what you can add to your plate to help your kidneys recover, starting with your very next meal.